What's up, everyone? I'm going to do a quick tour of the Casa Pyramiradora house. That's a house, pyramid, combination in Spanish. Casa Pyramid, no, it's outlook, pyramid outlook. Pyramiradora. Pyramida and Miradora. Casa Pyramiradora here. And yeah, we're going to give you a quick tour. It's a nice evening. I spent the day grafting. And yeah, so the date today is May 27th. And yeah, I don't know. Just want to walk around tour and show you, Michaela, and other people that are interested in checking this out. It's been, I don't know, something like 3 or 4 months since I was here last. I'll start with this bottom row. So I've just been doing, well, I've had these multiple plants planted together for a while, and now I've just done the multi-rootstock grafting together. I'll show you the specifics here on some of these plants. So there's the 3 star fruit. This one is grafted at the top, so now I take this one and I approach grafted into there, and I also took this one and approach grafted it right there. And yeah, right there is our successful graft of a kauri star fruit. So later, hopefully I'm back here in about 3 weeks, and I'm gonna cut off the tops of these. These will have taken. And yeah, we'll have that thing growing faster. These ones need to grow more. Those are more star fruits. These are peanut butter fruits, 3 peanut butter fruits. Got some chicken manure here, which I'm gonna be putting out on the fruit trees to accelerate their growth. This is the mamey sapote. It's doing pretty good. It's actively growing, even though it hasn't been fertilized in a long time, like 9 months. I gotta prune that thing off there. Yeah, that's some dead wood. Here's a mamey sapote that I approach grafted. Right there's the new rootstock. There was a very large one here, but I topped it really low. Probably it'll come back once I throw some chicken manure on there, which I got another sack right here. This is lemongrass in between here. It's growing okay. I don't want it to grow too fast. It's just something nice to have around and fill up the space. This is a white sapote. Again, the non-grafted rootstock was growing very quick. But yeah, I managed to get them together pretty well. And that's the grafted one. It's looking a little bare, but yeah, I took off all that material there. But yeah, once I get some fertilizer on there, it's going to be looking like this one. This is another grafted Redlands white sapote. Then we've got grafted jackfruit. This is a red Excalibur, and then we have another grafted jackfruit, which about 3 months ago I grafted this other tiny little rootstock onto the big monster jackfruit there trunk. And yeah, it's already taken. I cut off a couple branches that were growing just yesterday. Yeah, but that one's looking healthy. Nice dark green growth. Got a lot of mulch on it. I also came through here yesterday and chopped the whole back of this row. There's another double rootstock approach graft. This is a Ras sapote. Like there's the old rootstock, there's the graft, and here's the new rootstock. And another Ras sapote approach graft. Same thing, except this is the grafted one now. This big beastly one. This is the new rootstock. I broke this one because it wasn't quite in the way. And that way it still has some energy, photosynthesis energy, to speed up the healing and grafting reunion. Now in the back we went from like yucca, which one of my neighbors was harvesting while I was gone, and so there's not full of yucca anymore, but there's still some. And now we're going into the Mexican sunflower and lemongrass. And we're sticking still with the Ras sapotes. This one I'm going to graft yet. Here's the new rootstock and the old one, or the grafted one there. If anybody knows what these bugs are, let me know, because I'm very interested. I think they're beneficial predatory insects. They really like to hide. See them on the trunk here? I'll get them to run around. Yeah, I hope you can see those little guys. They're pretty interesting. I think they eat like ants that are farming aphids and scale. So I think they're pretty cool, but I'm not certain. It's just theory still. Sorry if the audio got messed up there. I think those are predatory insects that are like eating ants that farm scale bugs. This is just a grafted raw sapote. Grafted raw sapote. Nice Mexican sunflower, just pruned, coming up with all that new growth. Another raw sapote. These ones are single rootstocks and they're looking healthy. Here we've got a row of Mexican or ice cream bean. These guys here. Now let's move up to the first contour line. I'm pretty stoked because just up there, I'll show you real quick. We're actually starting to get fruits here. Right there you can see we got a rack of bananas. That's pretty nice. Starting to get food out here. So this pile of stuff, we had the excavator scratch up all the soil from around the house and all the weed trees and pile it up there. Most of it at least. And then I planted bananas around there because the bananas just planted out in here were not surviving. Definitely not fruiting. And now that we mulched it all up in a huge pile with the excavator, we got fruits. So I don't know, how do I start in the middle of this row? No, I gotta run back to the beginning. Oh yeah, this is a pro tip for all you guys out there that are into agriculture. You can get multiple fanny packs, and yeah, then you're just an absolute pro. I got my grafting stuff in here, pruning, my technology and wallet stuff in there. So it's working out really well. Hopefully I'm not shaking the camera too much for you guys. Trying to make this quick enough and thorough. Here are miracle fruits. Miracle berry. The names are synonymous. There were 2 fruits when I came here off that last plant, so that's pretty cool. But then, yeah, birds seemed to eat one. I got one. That's pretty fair. Pineapple, I just took that off of this one. It was a sucker, but I'm probably not going to be here in time to eat it, so I just took it off and planted it there. That's a local spiky one. This is a one you'd get in the market typically. Like a white or yellow, I don't remember which one, but no spikes. More likely to get worms, less likely to get worms in the fruits. See the spikes on there? I think the bugs, I've actually seen it before, the like flying insects will actually, like I've seen a fly get its head impaled on one of these spikes and it got stuck there and was getting eaten after it had died by ants. This is a cranberry hibiscus. These things apparently like the soil, whatever. I still haven't gotten a soil test, but there's something not perfect about the soil here. Acidic, I believe, like it's probably like about a 4 pH, maybe 4.5 some places, possibly 5 some places. But yeah, a lot of things aren't growing well, but the cranberry hibiscus loves it. It's just expanded everywhere. Here we've got a little sapodilla, didn't grow very much. Some insects are nibbling on it. Not this one, but I covered it up just in case. This sapodilla didn't make it. Got manure up here to get these things going. African perennial blue basil's growing well. And I'm not sure if there's a cowpea, because that's what I planted here at first, and seems like cowpea came back. But yeah, it looks like something totally different. I don't know what that is. We'll find out. Oh yeah, here's the one. I got a sapodilla that, look at this, some grasshopper or something is just been eating the trunk. It's a pain in the ass, that one there had its bark eaten all the way off. I think it'll recover, especially if I get some, because it's pretty healthy, as you can see. I think it'll recover as long as I get some chicken poop on here quick. I also got calcium. Calcium carbonate, or carbonato de calcio in Espanol. This is just a weed tree tomato here with all this bean growing up at. I don't know, we'll see what this bean is. It's interesting. It's surviving out here on its own, which is a really good sign. Yeah, African blue basil. This stuff needs to be pruned back so it stays alive and doesn't require too much nutrients for what the soil has. Here's another sapodilla that was grafted, and it looks, yeah, it's definitely dead, unfortunately. At least the graft is. Maybe the rootstock is still there, but whatever. You lose some, you win some. That one was cut back by some animal, but it's coming back. difficulties. Yeah, the graft is gone, but it's growing back there. So that's good. Gonna have to protect these sapodillas like I was protecting the papayas at the beginning. And here's another tiny whiny sapodilla. It's still alive and doing good. We got some papaya fruits. That's very good. I'm very happy about that. And here's a grafted sapodilla, which is doing good. This is the graft right here. So yeah, I'm gonna get some chicken poop on that, and it's gonna be happy. Did a lot of mulching here yesterday. This Mexican sunflower needs to get all these leaves cut off, and then once again, if I'm probably not gonna be here at the right timing, but then I'd cut all this green growth when it's a little bit bigger and mulch that. That'll be the rich stuff. But it's still good to have all that organic matter. Papaya doing okay. Another sapodilla. These things are all very little. I know. Here's some bananas, but they're doing good enough. They might have some small fruits on them. Another sapodilla, grafted and successfully living. Good. Male papaya, although very bulky flowers. I don't know what's up with that. Calcium, dead sour sap. Sapodilla, I don't know how many times I said that wrong. Someone driving up to Fruit Haven 3 or something? Yeah, they passed my driveway. Yeah, papaya, female papaya flowering. That's great stuff. I'm loving how much production, although it's small. Every celebration is worth celebrating. This is a sapodilla extra rootstock. This is the grafted sapodilla from Florida. This is a Delano variety. Probably seen it in the other videos if you watch these. And it's actually got a fruit here and another smaller fruit right there. It's got some rootstock growth coming here, which I'll prune off. I can actually do that, since that's so straightforward. If anybody doesn't know what's going on here, if you have a grafted plant, you need to know where the graft line is, where the rootstock is, which is the seed, and then the grafted part of the plant, which is like the graft or the scion. And if anything comes from below that, you're going to want to remove it, because that stuff is not going to have the high quality fruits. And yeah, might not even have fruits in the case of a sapodilla. So yeah, I don't know if I'll do this time or later, but I want to approach graft that onto that plant to help it have a good root system. Female papaya, put a little manure on there, which, yeah, I got that for this row. And it should do a bit better. Grafted sapodilla barely holding in there, but I'm back here just in time to save you, buddy. Just finishing that row. I gotta come through this row now and maintain everything. And I'm gonna wait till it's rainy, more so in a couple days, and put the chicken poop out. Anytime now I'm gonna put the calcium. This is a sapodilla, just rootstock growth. I had a failed graft here. That black plastic thing is the graft, but that failed. I'm happy that it's growing well, so that's good. We have a lost sapodilla here. Papaya's doing alright, that's really good. Makes me happy. This here, we got a grafted choquette avocado. That's doing good, doing really good. I'm going to put some more manure around there, and it's going to explode. It's got quite a bit of drainage. It goes downhill right over there, so plenty of drainage for that avocado. A little papayita in there. And this one, there was a avocado here. I think this one was the Oro Negro, and it had died. So I planted like 4 new rootstocks here. And over here we got peanut butter fruits and a papaya. This area wasn't planted, spaced out too well. Whatever. This is what do you call them? Blackberry jam fruit. And then I planted 3 more avocado rootstocks here, because yeah, I think that'll be a better priority over here than the blackberry jam fruit, which isn't really that good if anyone's thinking about growing it. Probably don't want to do it. They're not that long lived and not really that enjoyable of a fruit. If you want to make like a big snack or a meal out of them, it's not worth it. Now we're getting into the citrus area. I've been 3 months ago when I was here, 4 months, whatever it was, before the corona drama, I was taking string and tying down these branches, so I'm getting more of a shape going out like that instead of one or multiple branches going vertical, which leads to various problems. I won't go into that right now, I don't think. There's another one. These are all mandarins and oranges, which are all grafted. So there's that row. We went through that whole thing. It was a long video, but I'm trying to make it quick. You guys just hold in there with me. There's a lot to go over. These are Rolinias. We got 4 Rolinias and one big one. I just uprooted this vine and put it on here to help train the branches down, because Rolinia is a plant that just shoots up and then you can never get the fruit. Here's an example of what we don't want going on with these citrus. Let me go around to this side, maybe the lighting's better. See how it's got like 8 or 10 vertical branches? These are all going to be fighting for central leader. And yeah, it's once they get really big and the weight goes on them, and if there's multiple coming out of like the main trunk going vertical, like these ones, if they were going vertical and these got big and this got weighed down, it would split the trunk. But when the branches are more horizontally coming out immediately out of the trunk, it's less likely that they'll get weighed down and split the main trunk. It's more likely that they'll just bend down. So now I'll come and tie these ones down and get all those bending out to keep that form in the tree nice. It's a female, but it's not flowering yet. So again, I'll get some manure on there soon. So looking really good. I'm really happy with these. These are all mandarins and oranges, little papayas. That's a male. That's a male papaya. And yeah, citrus. Got to train these branches. Like that's what you don't want, is those like 2 vertical ones going, but I think this is going to become the new one because this got damaged from that tree falling over at some point a while ago. Once again, in desperate need of some training with all those vertical branches, but that's what I'll do with string and rope. You can see this one, how I've tied string there and there, just pulling the branches out instead of going up, so the fruit is more reachable and everything. Manure to throw around, lots of growth, it's a good thing. Just got to get it to a certain size, like 3 to 4 meters, and 3 or 4 meters spread out, and then let them keep fruiting. This is a mango area. We've got 7 mangoes. This is a lemon zest that's grown pretty well. We've got one from Jim West over there. We've got a grafted maha chinook over there. This is another lemon zest. This is a grafted namdokmai mango. And yeah, that one has a chance, but it's probably not big enough. They're growing right now. Right now is the timing to find out if they're gonna flower or grow. And so, yeah, I don't know. I'll let them grow a little bit and then I'll tip them, I think. Prune them so they put out more branches. Every branch is a chance for flowers. This is another namdokmai. Then off over there, we've got another raw sapote out in the wild. We got some black sapotes out in the wild over there. We got Aki out in the wild, not doing so well in the back of the house. We got Inyako, the local fatty fruit. We got more mamey sapotes out in the wild back there, and some meringues down the hill. So that was it, basically. We made it. Didn't run out of memory. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah, you know. Hope everyone's doing all right with the coronavirus stuff. It's quite a headache, I know. It's probably changing everybody's plans, and if you know, some of the darker things people want to believe might actually happen. People just need to stick to their basics, like, you know, focus on the basic necessities of like working well with others, communicating, supplying some of your own food, locally resourcing like food and other supplies. Small business is a good thing, local business, you know, yeah. And you could also come down here and join us down in Ecuador. We've got a large group of people. There's various people up in the Fruit Haven properties establishing their own private lots, and over at Terra Frutis we're just got tons of fruit growing in the ground and coming into the kitchen. We could handle quite